Hello students, welcome back to another lecture session of biology. Today our topic of discussion is plant kingdom. Now in the previous chapter we have learned about the different systems of the biological classification. Now the different systems are actually artificial system, natural system, phylogenetic system, etc. Now, first is the artificial classification system, which has been developed by Carolus Linnaeus and considered as the earliest system of the classification. This is based upon the vegetative characteristics or the superficial morphological characters such as the habit, color, number, shape of the leaf, etc. Different types of morphological features are there. Now, Linnaeus actually done this type of classification with the plants based upon the androecium structure, that is the male part of the flower. Now, there is some drawbacks of this particular classification system because here the closely related species are actually being separated because of their morphological dissimilarities. As the equal weightage has been given to the vegetative and sexual characteristic, it has also been very much wrong because vegetative characters can change because of the environmental influence, like the temperature or the daylight length can change the color of the flower, etc. Next one is the natural classification system, which has been based on the natural affinities among the organism. It considered external feature and the internal feature both. Internal feature means embryology, phytochemistry, anatomy, tissue structure, etc. Example of this particular system is the classification of flowering plants by the George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker. Next is the phylogenetic classification system, which has been based on the evolutionary relationship among the organism. Here the evolutionary relationship of the human has been given as an example with the other human-like organism like the orangutan, gorilla, ape, chimpanzee, etc. They all originated from the same branch of the ape-like organism. So that is why they are closely related species. Apart from this, there are some other systems of biological classification like the numerical taxonomy, where the characters are given a number and code. So we can actually keep enormous amount of the characters as the data, and we can compare different types of organism with their similarities and dissimilarities to put them into the same classification system. Apart from that, there is cytotaxonomy, which is based upon the cytological information like chromosome number, DNA content, etc. and chemotaxonomy, which is based upon the chemical constituent of the plant. Now we are entering into the classification scheme, and the first division is the algae. Now, algae are the simple thalloid autotrophic chlorophyll bearing and aquatic organism which also occur in the moist stone, soil and wood. Sometimes they are also been associated with other organisms like the fungi. You have already read about the lichen, and sometimes you can find it on the fur of the animals like the sloth bear. The laziest animal in this animal kingdom, who actually spend most of the time sleeping, develops this algae on their fur and hence green in color. Now the algae can be of microscopic unicellular form like the Chlamydomonas. Sometimes they are also bigger in size and in the colonial form like the Volvox, and filamentous form Ulothrix and Spirogyra. Now the reproduction occurs by the fragmentation. This is the vegetative reproduction, where the fragments will grow into a mature organism. Asexual reproduction by the means of spores, which can move from one place to another place, so that is why they are zoospores. They are mostly flagellated. And sexual reproduction through the fusion of two gametes. Next is the reproduction. Sexual reproduction is of many types, like the isogamous type, anisogamous and the oogamous type. Isogamous types where the gametes are of equal size. Anisogamous, one gamete will be bigger, another will be smaller. Within that anisogamous, there is oogamy, where the egg is larger and non-motile while the sperm can move and it is smaller in the size. So example has been given: isogamous Spirogyra, anisogamous Eudorina and oogamous Volvox. Now the benefit of the algae do the photosynthesis process, and hence, as because they are in a larger number in our earth, so they are actually fixing half of the total carbon dioxide emission every day. They are also producing the food and considered as the primary producers in the food cycle of all aquatic animals. Benefit of the algae in the humankind, there are actually 70 different types of species of marine algae which is used as the food. Even in the form of the agar, it has been considered as a primary ingredient in the laboratory, as it is used for growing microbes and in the preparation of the ice cream and jellies. Some marine brown and red algae produces hydrocolloids like the algin and carrageenan, which is used commercially for preparation of the paint and colors, while the protein-rich unicellular algae like the chlorella and spirulina are used as food supplements by the space travelers. Now the classification of the algae. First one is the chlorophyceae or the green algae, second one is the phaeophyceae or brown algae, and the third one is the rhodophyceae or the red algae. Now the chlorophyceae, which are unicellular, colonial or filamentous, the examples can be shown here, and they are green because of the presence of chlorophyll A and B. Their chloroplasts are discoid, that means disc-shaped, plate-like, reticulate, cup-shaped, spiral or ribbon-shaped. Now the chloroplast contains a separate storage bodies which are known as the pyrenoids, and pyrenoid contains the proteins as a store food beside the starch. Even some algae store food as the oil droplet, and the algae cell has the cell wall made up of two layers, one which is made up of cellulose and another layer which is made up of the pectose layer. Now there are some examples of the green algae like the Chlamydomonas and Volvox, Ulothrix, Pyrogyra, and the only one which can be visible through your naked eyes, the bigger one, Chara. Now the reproduction: vegetative reproduction by fragmentation, asexual reproduction by zoospores, and the sexual reproduction by all three types, that means isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous type. Next is the brown algae. They are mostly the marine form. They show great variation in the size and form. They range from simple branched filamentous forms, example Ectocarpus, to profusely branched form like the kelp. Kelp can be seen in the marine habitat very oftenly. They are very bigger in the size. They have chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids and xanthophylls as their pigment, but the most prominent one, that is the fucoxanthin, which gives them brown coloration. Now food is stored as the complex carbohydrate, that is the laminarin or the mannitol. The vegetative cell has a cellulosic wall covered by a gelatinous coating algin, which gives the characteristic texture of this algae, which is very much mucus-like structure. If you see properly this algae laminaria, you can find it out. Body can be divisible into a flat front, a stem-like stripe, and a root-like structure, which is not a root but it is actually a sucker, which is known as the holdfast. It actually helps in the attachment of this algae onto the substratum. Example of other red brown algae is the Ectocarpus and the Sargassum. Now the reproduction is again by the fragmentation. Biflagellate zoospore is the asexual reproduction method where two unequal laterally attached flagella is attached with the zoospores, and sexual reproduction by isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous type. Last one is the rhodophyceae or the red algae. They have a red body because of the R-phycoerythrin pigment. They are mostly marine and found both on the surface of the water and beneath the surface of the water. They are mostly multicellular and has a complex body organization. Most importantly, their stored food is Floridian starch, which is very similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Reproduction by means of fragmentation, asexual reproduction by spores, sexual reproduction only by the oogamous type of sexual reproduction. So this is all about the algae. Here you can see the comparison between the three different classes of the algae: chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae and the rhodophyceae. Here you can compare them with the major pigments, store food, cell wall, flagellar number and habitat. So this is all about the algal classification. That's it for now. I hope you have understood it well. Thank you.